Hattie Shasta College, Humanities 4, start of the fall semester, August 15th, 2022. How y'all doing? I would stop this class by asking one simple question. Do you like movies? Do you love movies? Do you not really care about movies? Why do you like movies? Why do you love them? Why don't you care for them? Think about that. Well, we get over the mundane process of welcoming you to the class. How you doing? Hope everybody's got their Canvas hooked up and you've read the syllabus. Please read the syllabus. Get your textbooks. It was listed a week ago. This is the textbook. That's what it looks like. You should have it. You can rent it. You can buy it for about $25. I know it's a big one. It's the one we're using. We're going to use a documentary that goes along with it. Ooh. So there's going to be a visual that goes along with it. And the reason why I've chosen that book, it's not called The History of Film or Hollywood Films or some simple thing like that. It's called The Story of Film because we're going to go on a journey. And the story needs to have a narrative. A narrative simply means a story arc, a beginning, middle, and end. We begin, we go through the middle, and then we're always ending. That's the future. So we've been talking about film that goes back to about 1900 to present day. Have you ever seen a silent film? Do you know why they were silent? Do you have any clue why there were black and white films up until essentially the 1960s? There's a reason for all that. You probably have an aversion to silent and black and white films. A lot of young people do because you weren't raised with the black and white. There's beauty in black and white. There's truth in black and white. Don't be afraid of black and white. Embrace it. You're going to see some movies in black and white. You're going to have to suffer through them. And hopefully you'll come out, you'll survive, and you'll be a better film scholar by the time you do finish this class, because we're going to do a deep dive into cinema. That's a fancy French word for film or movies, if you want to be simplistic. Cinema. Jean-Luc Godard, French filmmaker who's about 92 years old right now. Yes, he's making film still. That's how deep the passion to tell a story with the camera goes. He was quoted as saying when he first started about 1959 or so, everything is cinema. At first, it sounded ridiculous. How can that possibly be? What's he talking about? Well, look around, folks. Look at your YouTube. Look at your TikTok. Look at everything you do with your friends. You film your funny shenanigans. You shoot your kids playing at a birthday party. You shoot your friends skateboarding. You shoot yourself playing guitar. You shoot yourself as a superhero. Everything is cinema, has almost ridiculously come to truth. But what is cinema? We're going to find out. It's not simply a movie that you've enjoyed, whatever your favorite movies are. You know what goes into make a movie? We're going to understand that. But also, this class is a humanities class, and we're going to try to put it into cultural we're going to compare the culture context. That's the word I was searching for. Why do we make movies that look the way they do at whatever point in culture we're living in? Why did the films of 1930 look like they did? Why did the films of 2021 look like they do? And there's a reason for that. What's going on in the culture? Filmmakers, directors, writers, producers are holding up a mirror to the culture. And we're looking at ourselves up there. Now, are you Spider-Man? Are you Wonder Woman? Black Panther? Who are you? Do you relate to any of that? Or would you rather be a cowboy or a spaceman and on Mars? Would you rather be Tom Cruise in Top Gun or Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean? You don't want to be into that stuff? I don't blame you, by the way. Um, do you want to be a movie hero? Is that why you go to movies? Because you're looking up something you want to do? Well, we're going to explore all of the reasons why people go to movies, why they exist, where it comes from. The kernel, meaning of the seed, I should say, kernel of corn started 140 years ago or so when Thomas Edison, that's right, folks, the guy who invented the light bulb and the phonograph, invented the movie camera. He had a small studio out in Orange, New Jersey, and he developed the camera along with the people who make film, Kodak film, and all that. It was all created a long time ago. The book is going to cover all this. I'm not going to go into it today because this is going to be a brief introduction. We're going to go over a little bit of the syllabus. We'll tell you who I am. And then you're going to look at Canvas right now. I put announcements on there. You check on those all the time. And then sometimes the announcements will say go to modules, which they're hopefully you've done that already because I posted a little 10-minute interview with director Martin Scorsese. I'm going to post this. I'll do 2 of these a week, and they'll be posted. You have to watch them because I'm going to give out valuable information that you're not going to get in the book. And it's going to help you write your essays. It's going to help you on the quiz you're going to have. Don't worry about the shit yet. It's going to happen later. Your first essay is going to be assigned, not this week, next week. You're going to watch a silent film and you're going to write about it. That's right, folks. You're going to write in it. Watch an entire silent film. And I'm going to test you on it to see if you got through the whole thing. I'm going to trick you into watching it. It's less than an hour long. You could take it. You're tough. I know you are. But we're not going to get on the first essay yet. I want to introduce you guys to everything. Look at the syllabus. Just look at it. Look at my name and my number. How you could contact me. There's my phone number there. There, you could text me. Please don't call me on the phone because I won't answer unless I know the number. You could text me, but make sure you tell me who you are and what class you're in. I have several classes, and I won't know who you are or what class you're in unless you tell me. If you have a problem, if you need some clarification, please do not hesitate to text me or email me. You see my email there. It's in the syllabus also, rexhaas@yahoo.com. My phone number is 530-941-9661. It's in the syllabus. I'll write it also in announcements until you're sick of looking at it. If you need to talk to me on a Zoom, my office is always open. It's the virtual office. We don't have office hours because we're not on the campus. So it's always open. Contact me through those means, and we'll set up a person-to-person Zoom chat. Please do. Do not be out there thinking you're in this class alone. You're in there with all of us. We're in there together. And we're only as good as a class if we participate. So look at the things you need to participate with. Right now, the discussion. I posted a discussion. What is your relationship to movies? Good, bad, indifference. Also, what are your top 5 movies? Do you have 5 favorites? Why? And don't just say you like it or it's entertaining. No, you got to go deeper in that. There's a reason why you like a movie. If you don't have 5, do 2. If you don't have 2, do 1. If you don't watch movies, you're going to explain yourself. That's cool. That's fine. You're going to watch movies in this class, though. So that's all going to change. Do you consider yourself a movie person, or is this just frivolous entertainment? We're going to see why cinema matters. In the syllabus, you'll see the rules and regulations of behavior. So when you're in discussions, you're going to be very polite to everybody. You're not going to attack anybody because you don't believe in their opinion. We're not in a classroom, so we're not going to have arguments over content. We're going to have those discussions in discussions. Also, Attendance, it's up to you to show up. I don't take attendance. There's really no way to do it. And you're in college now, so I assume you're going to be checking in and doing your classes. The class starts down, ends in December. Seems like a long way from now. It goes by fast, folks. Um, Other things to look for that are in there: the legalities of fair play, affirmative action, treating everybody with the way you expect to be treated, um, issues with pronouns, issues with anything you have is in there. And if you're having trouble understanding it, contact me. Then you can go down and see where the book is. It's there. But I was also on the Maui Shasta website. It's been there for about 8 days. And so hopefully you've got the book. Bookstore should have it. If they don't, they can get it on Amazon. Let me know if you're not getting the book, because you're going to need it. You're going to, the papers are all, I'm a writer. I also teach creative writing, screenwriting, playwriting, novel writing, and film studies because I've been obsessed with film since I was a child. And that's a long time ago, folks. I went to San Francisco State, studied film. Went to Portland State, studied playwriting, directing. Went to grad school and studied writing. I'm a musician. I played in a punk rock band called Scary Elvis, lead singer, by the way. I can't sing, but that's the beautiful thing about punk. You don't need to sing. You just need to be not afraid to go up to the microphone. I've written movies, about 6 movies, made them, written and directed, low budget movies you would never heard of. There's a few of my things posted on YouTube, but it's just some clips. Not much to look at. I'm developing a Vimeo channel right now, and I'm uploading all my films to that channel, but I've got to do a lot of technical stuff because a lot of my films are shot on real film, and I got to transfer it over to the digital realm, et cetera, et cetera. Pardon me. I'm working at presently, I'm finishing a novel about an aging punk rock band. I'm finishing a documentary called Tex, which involved an actor friend of mine and myself. He's dead. He committed suicide, and now I'm doing a movie about it. Documentary. I'm working on one-man show. I do solo shows in different theaters. And I was just in Ashland, Oregon, and I'm working with a producer up there. So I'm doing things in the creative realm besides teaching this class, which I love to do. I've been at Shasta College for about 7 years, teaching this class and another humanities class. I teach all the humanities, contemporary TV, humanities through the arts, and this one, the mostly I teach is film studies. That's my credentials. I've been teaching I teach other colleges too, mainly National University, mostly writing classes. That's who I am. You're looking at the syllabus, the papers. I think there's 7 essays over. You get a long time. You get a week to write the essay. You have to watch a movie during that week, and you have to write about it. We'll talk about that more, and I'll go into detail more with you when that time comes. There'll be a journal. You got to keep a journal. Start today. It's called a journal reflection. I'll post a sample of it in announcements soon. Essentially a diary. Your diary of your participation in this class. Don't get worried, but you should make your entries once a week at least. 17 weeks, there should be 17 entries. You miss a week, you got to tell me. You miss 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to lose points. It's worth 10 points. It's part of your participation in this journal. And in the journal, you're going to say what we did that week, what you read that week, what you saw that week, what you listened to that week, what you did, everything you did, and a sentence or two of your reflection. Did you get anything out of it? Did it mean anything to you? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Whatever. Each entry, you're going to ask about this over and over again because everybody does. It should be about a paragraph long, maybe. It depends. You like to read, make it longer. Write, I should say. But you should enter it every week. and you store it in a file, a Word doc, preferably, or PDF. I don't care. You're not going to upload it to the very last week of school. So don't ask me how do you, and it won't be, it's not open until the very last week of this class. And then I open it and you upload what you have. Do not wait to the last minute to do this. You'll forget everything and you'll rush through it. And don't simply make a list of what was done. I got to have some content. What did you get out of it? What did the silent film mean to you? Anything? What does Wonder Woman mean to you? Anything? So, not that we're going to study Wonder Woman much. Sorry, folks. We've got too many great films to study. Okay, that's the syllabus. What else? There's going to be a quiz, not for a long time. It's probably halfway through the class. It'll be in the midterm. You're going to watch a documentary. It's going to ask you 3 or 4 questions. I'm going to ask you half a dozen questions, multiple choice or essays I haven't chosen yet, and do the test. You'll have 4 or 5 days to do the test. Plenty of time to watch the documentary and do the test honestly. I expect everybody to be honest and truthful like Superman, and not to make excuses. Things happen. I understand that. Please don't be late with your papers. You will get a 0 on that paper. You get plenty of time to do these papers and quizzes. If you're going to be late, you got to notify me. I don't need an excuse. Everybody's got a life. Everybody's got jobs, family, sickness, accidents happen. I understand it. You don't have to come up with a clever excuse. Just say, I'm going to be late. This is the reason. And you'll probably lose points for being late. Okay? That's it. I'm going to post a silent film you need to watch. Your first silent film. It's a doozy. And I'm going to post that along with this. And that'll be what you're going to do for the next couple of days. And then on Wednesday, we're going to start going into the chapters in the book. And we're going to go deeper. And then I'll probably assign your first essay, possibly at the end of this week, Friday. And it's going to be a movie you have to watch. Do you have any questions? Anybody out there? I hope you guys are faring well during this hot season. We've had that one major fire that they haven't put out yet. It's typical of Reading. Hope you're staying cool and hydrated. And let's have some fun in this class. I think movies aren't only deep in our collective art form, the Great American Collective Art Form, and I love art, but this is the collective art form. It needs a lot of people to appreciate it, a lot of people to do it, and an audience to see it. And that's the beauty of it. Since the pandemic, we're not going to the movie theaters as much. We're seeing everything on our screens on our TVs or laptops or iPhones through Netflix and Hulu and Apple TV. That's fine. That's the new cinema. It's still good once in a while to actually go to the theater, especially if it's air conditioned and the popcorn is not too stale. Okay, that's it, folks. Remember, everything is cinema. Start the ball right now. Let's take a deep dive and discover this journey together. Welcome.